Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Journey event, week 2, day 2, double 2. So of course, this is the second ever Journey event, happened again as of yesterday. Even though we had to wait 5 months for this one, the next one's actually only 2 months away. Should be sometime in very late June or early July. Probably sometime in July, because the kingdom itself is coming in June, which will probably start like the 5-week kingdom pass thing. And sometime within that 5 weeks, we should be getting a journey event for that new kingdom. But anyways, those are the main two things. The faction, the Dark Court, and then the journey. Given that we did it in inverse order, I might start with the journey this time around and then end with the faction. As far as faction, we're going to be using the same team we mentioned on the Monday video, which was this one right over here. I was going to triple finesse, but went down this route, especially since what's his name is in the Soul Forge this week, Sir Quentin Hadley. But it's pretty straightforward. Obviously, we do want to grab the thing. I just want to put the team in here just so I don't forget to paste it here later. However, we are going to start with the journey event this time around. So we're going to paste that in there, and I just want to put this into one battle just so we have it saved. And then we'll go head over to journeys. So we have our red over here. That is a color that we do indeed need. This is a second turn Empower team, which basically means we get Empower on turn 2 due to 75% mana start combined with Enchant, which allows it to always cast on turn 2 unless it somehow got mana drained on turn 1, which is exceedingly unlikely unless the enemy goes absolutely crazy and also has a mana drainer somewhere on it. But anyways, that's the team we'll be using for that in a little bit. However, we're going to be primarily doing the journey event today. Apparently the guild's already done with it, so here's all the loot that you get from the journey event, by the way, if you haven't already claimed it, or if you didn't claim it all at once. It's a pretty hefty amount. I haven't only seen a screen like, what, once? So let's see, what's the total loot? So from completing out a journey event, you will get 500 writs, which is basically half an Imperial, 1 Vault Key, 55 gems, 10 event keys, 25 diamonds, 2 purple deed books. Ooh, that's pretty shiny. It's based on whatever the restriction is. This one's obviously a purple restriction, so we get a purple deed book. 3,950 gold, 39,500 gold, 8 runics, 5 arcanes, 3 celestials, 6 color deeds, 3 imperial, a portrait, and a title. Overall, not too bad. Biggest 2 loots, of course, being the deed books and the imperial scrolls there. By far I just realized, how on earth do deed books have a purple border? They should have like the red border because they're like above mythic in rarity. Gosh, why on earth did they only have purple border? Were they supposed to be way more common? Because they're not. They got the wrong border. Anyways, that's everything we get from it. However, there's a third thing we need to go get, and that is Leaderboard. So of course, there's an achievement in the game which requires you to get 20,000 miles. Someone said earlier that it works based on the previous number. We'll find out if I have it once we hit around 10,000. Because if I hit around 10,000 and it says, hey, you got the achievement, then yes, we actually overbought. Oh well, we'll go for Leaderboard, I guess. However, based on this, it looks like we have to do the full amount. Like right here, it says we have, 6,234, which implies I need to go get 14,000 more. However, someone was mentioning that it does count the previous points, so we'll see exactly what happens once we hit 10,000. Regardless, we're probably still doing all the battles. And of course, we still don't have the Horde Mimic. Poor Horde Mimic. I wonder if the number went up. It probably should have by now. I know on the console version, or some of the console versions it has, those Steam's a little bit slower to update. I'm pretty sure that has moved beyond that number. Because if we go check the game itself, we have, how many people? Still not that many, surprisingly. Though definitely more than before. There are currently 33 people on PC Mobile that now have the 20,000 miles in a single week. And by the end of this week, it'll definitely be the entire leaderboard, obviously. Because we're planning on it, and we're not even at like half that number. Anyways, let's go fix that. So, let's continue. We're still using the Death Mark spam team. Also, let me go make chat bigger. I can't even see chat. 1 second. Well, it's there. I just can't read it. It's so small to text. There we go. Hello, everyone. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Gimli. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, Hong. Let's see. Just reading through chat as well. Hello, Roman. Hello, Supernova. Hello, NASA. Hello, Mr. Hello, Bill Warhammer. Hello, Imperial. Hello, Clipbomb. Hello, Daddy Shark. Hello, Defiant. Hello, Matt. Let's see. You can use Leprechaun. Wait. Oh, yeah, we actually can use Leprechaun. Wait, why did I put a Harpy Mage there, then? I guess I was thinking, yeah, it's yellow-purple, so yeah, we actually can use Leprechaun. You're right. Actually would be better. I'm not sure why I was thinking Harpy Mage. Harpy Mage is okay to utilize for the Brown Storm, But compared to Leprechaun, it's normally quicker. Hello, Jonian. Hello, Peter. You know, Leprechaun being quicker. Hello, Mr. Jesse. Hello, Jay. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's go and get a win here. But yeah, these battles are starting to get hard. They are definitely getting difficult. But yeah, what do you guys think of the Journey event? Because I know for some people, this is probably your first time ever doing the Journey event this week. As it is a pretty new event. And even if it wasn't your first time, it's only ever happened twice. This is the second time it has ever happened. Obviously, the team compositions are quite a bit different. That's one thing I do like about it compared to Bounty Hunter and everything. It does have a very, very, very high variance compared to Bounty Hunter. Whereas it basically fixes every issue Bounty Hunter has, but as a separate mode. Because you have a lot higher variance and everything. Which is pretty convenient. The only big issue with it is the difficulty spikes way higher. Like way, way, way higher. It also doesn't really give you much choice. Like, it gives you the option, but none of them are, like, worthwhile. Like, you know, like, it having an option is kind of pointless. Because it means very, very little what path you end up ultimately taking. Because they're all about the same. Also, why did I not take purple extra turn? Oh well. He did move my team, though as long as we don't die, I think we're fine here. I really want to cast Umberwolf, but we can't. Yeah, we'll go for that, I guess. We're in a bit of a weird situation, but I think we're fine. Obviously, we're going to win, but I mean, winning in a short amount of turns is also a factor. Some people were mentioning that the scoring is still kind of glitched on. I haven't been paying, like, super close attention to it. But it has some kind of weird glitch sometimes where, like, what it's supposed to do is penalize you if you take too long. But the way that it calculates it is very, very strange. And by too long, I don't mean, like, amount of time you take, but number of turns that you take. So we're actually going to take a brown here. He's going to hit us pretty hard, however, we have barrier up, so the first one's kind of free. Obviously, we got to kill a Valraven here, which is probably our highest priority on this current board. So much so, I actually want to do it like this, and then we can target yellow directly. That'll give us the other one, and then we can just kill him directly with the other true damage that we just got full mana on from doing that. Instead of that, though, I can actually just hit the lowest two. Oh, wait, the lowest two isn't... Wait, what? I thought you hit the... Oh! You hit weakest two, but because you had less armor... I see what happened. It hits the weakest two, but it doesn't always mean the lowest HP value, because he actually lost his armor due to a skull that we took. I see what happened. I see. Alright, what's a good color here? I guess red. Might seem like a weird one, but just trying to get the other weapon up. Then we poke him, and he's dead to basically anything. There we go. About to gain that level as well. How about this? We'll hand out the code when we get a level. How about that? That'll be when we hand out the code today. Besides hiking Iron Gut, which mythic do you think is better for Explorer 12? Obviously Zugoff as well. There's Truffaloop. There's Tesla. There's Rowain with Urskia Shield. What else is there? Technically, Skull Spam. Like a Mang Skull Spam team. It's a bit slower than the Zugoff route. Oh, Lord of Slaughter. Lord of Slaughter can be built into it. There's a few different ways you can end up doing that, depending on how you want to do it. But there's a handful of teams. I would say the most relevant two, though, are anything Zugoff related. Or, if you need something cheaper, running Urskia Shield Rowain. Because that's extremely accessible. And also very strong. Alright, so we're gonna go for this. Also, my mom is still insanely sick, by the way. Sunburn really got to her. And she's getting, like, all flu-like symptoms and everything from it, too. Dude, she got sunburned, like, really, really bad. Not sure why she didn't use sunscreen. Let's see. Or maybe she did. I actually don't know. I assume she didn't, though. With how bad she got sunburned. It actually happened the day before her birthday. And now it's kind of, like, ruined her whole, like, birthday experience. So we're kind of be good to be celebrating it again a little bit later. Probably on Mother's Day if she's better by then. We'll probably celebrate it then. Because, gosh, she hasn't been feeling well the last 2 days or so. Well, luckily Mother's Day is this Sunday, isn't it? So, celebration round 2. Got any good King Healdor PvP teams? Isn't he that one that moves them to the back and does like true damage poke or something? He was a very interesting troop. I did not look too in depth into what he could really do fully. He's a really weird gimmicky mechanic. that I feel like in premise could work with Weaver, which is kind of weird how it functions. I feel like he loses too much value compared to other options that exist within the game. Like, it's not bad, though. Oh, what on earth do we want to target here? Obviously, we don't necessarily want to take Skull. I think we just pressure yellow. Even though I don't actually need yellow mana here, I do want to kill this Valraven as quickly as possible before it decides to run away. And it is super high priority to get rid of. Also, I'm not sure why, but so far I felt like this Bounty Hunter has been easier than the previous one, which is weird because we had access to such a good Skull spam team the first time around for Journey event. Oh yeah, let me go poll that. I keep talking about the Journey event, but how do you guys feel about the Journey event? Let's actually make a poll for it. Let's see. How do you feel about Journey events? Let's see. One of the best weeklies. I'm not sure. What should I make every option? Let's see. It is average. Let's see. One. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Wow, an herb just happened. There we go. Is that how you spell weeklies? I assume so. Let's just go with those three options, because I feel if I add anything else, it would bias it more. We have it's really good, it's average, and it's bad. Those are going to be our three options. There we go. Because I feel like if I add anything more or word them differently, it's going to skew it. So it's going to go with that. Alright, we'll take that over, take that over. Take the other one over. Do we even have any? No. Let's go for... We'll try taking him out. Let's see. Actually, the next thing I should poll is if people actually like it more than Bounty Hunter. Like, there's some things I like more about it than Bounty Hunter, but there's also some things I hate more about it than Bounty Hunter. The main one is how long it ends up taking once you start getting to later battles. Like, we're not even at, like, the super late battles yet. These are theoretically the quicker battles that we're in right now. Because unlike some other modes, like, let's say, what was a good one? Tower of Doom. Unlike Tower of Doom, the stats that you get actually scale pretty decently to the difficulty, and it also reaches a cap once you reach 25. If I'm not mistaken, it reaches almost no cap, or once it does, I think it hits like all the way at like literally max level, which I think it goes all the way to 1,000 or something. So obviously that's super, super high. I don't think they go literally to 1,000 all stats, but they become something absurd. I know that. Whereas in Tower of Doom, they end up capping once you hit the 25th floor. You don't go any higher than that, even though you can still gain more stats beyond that point. Because the stat distribution relative to how difficult the game mode gets is a little bit weird. Because the amount of stats you get definitely does not keep up with the difficulty. Nor does it for Tower of Doom, but at least you get like more relative to what you'd be getting otherwise. And I know I've been skipping like almost all of them for the slightly higher miles. However, even if I took all of them, it wouldn't make that big a difference. Because I think we only skipped 3 stats so far, which in total would have been about 10-ish, 12, depends which ones they were for. I haven't skipped any magic, though. If we see a magic, I will probably go out of my way for the magic, even if it's not for higher miles. Just because this team, and many teams, of course, are very magic dependent. And this team is no different. Yeah, the payout of this event's pretty good. Especially that you could theoretically get all those rewards without doing anything. Speaking of stats, we got some armor here. Obviously, you generally would want to do something to help out your guild. Especially if there's a requirement so you don't get kicked. However, theoretically, if your guild's super active and they don't care if every single person necessarily participates, you can actually get all the loot from this event by doing literally nothing while being in a guild. It's likely a rare situation, however, it is technically possible, because unlike raids, invasions, Tower of Doom, there's not like a bare minimum that you have to do. You can literally do nothing and get the full amount of loot from the game mode. That's unlikely to happen, though theoretically possible. I need red, so I'm actually going to cast this first. The reason for this is I'm going to hit red here, and if I did it in inverse order, we wouldn't have been able to red mana accumulate. You tried those breakfast burritos you were talking about? They're pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty decent. I actually had them so much that I have kind of grown a little tired of them, but they are pretty good. I kind of ate like them like ridiculously a lot initially. Like I really got the I'm hungry for breakfast burrito kick out of my system, that is for sure. It's not that I never want to see another breakfast burrito again. However, I definitely got the need for the taste out of my system. I still have some left as well. I've just kind of been slowly having them here and there. But the main initial rush has gone by. Let's see. They were good though. They were really, really good. What do we need here? We'll take the true damage poke. Get our double hit there. Hey, this stream sponsored by that burrito. I don't even remember what brand it was, so haha. Joke's on them. I can't even remember their brand name. Let's see. We'll throw that down. Yeah, I satisfied the craving, that's for sure. What do we need here? Okay, this should be able to give us 1 mana. But I'm so bad at remembering the brands, like any kind of name. Oh, it's Monterey. Yeah, that's the one. I'm so bad at remembering names. So I just realized, we're actually back down to 50. Oh, no, not even. It's kind of funny because we ended last stream on 50, and right now we actually have more than 50 despite how long we've already been doing this event right now. Which is kind of funny. The main reason for that, obviously, is because we got 4 extra sigils. But the other reason is all these Vow Ravens. Speaking of which, I need to make sure he does not live. Ooh, that's actually outside my kill range. It's a little unfortunate. Oh no! If that yellow wasn't there, that's extra turn off of purple. I think it's still worth it, though. We need pressure damage on it. And while it's not an extra turn purple, it's still mana purple. Alright, we'll do this. I'll poke him down. Sure, most important thing to get down, then. I keep forgetting his boost ratio. I keep thinking like whatever numbers on his card is actually what he does. But he's doing at minimum 4 higher, and with this exact team that we're running, it's going to be running 12 higher. Alright, what's the... Oh yeah, the third undead is Umberwolf. I keep forgetting Umberwolf's actually undead. I always think it's just beasts, but it's actually undead beasts. Which in this particular situation is actually kind of convenient. Oh, you do have to be careful. We are reaching a point where just giving them skulls is probably a bad idea. I've been doing that quite a bit most of the time, just kind of letting the enemy have the skull. The big issue with this is mostly when they can like 2-shot us with skulls. Obviously they're not quite there yet, but they're definitely inching their way up there. Which I probably should have done that on purple, so we could have done it on the weapon there. I think we're fine now. Kill that out, boom. Alright, next, let's take this one. As I mentioned, we'll hand out a code when we get the level then. I'll probably do Journey to about, I want to say till we have 40 sigils left. Then we'll go to Faction, and then we'll maybe do a little bit more Journey, we'll see. I do want to get a bit deeper, obviously. Oh, that silence is really annoying. This isn't the first time we had this exact battle either. Oh, our first death. Oh no. However, this weapon has a thing that it can do. When we cast this weapon, we get a random undead summon. It's not a good random undead summon, but it is indeed a random undead summon. So worst comes to worst, we have that mechanic. I had a feeling we'd eventually need it. Apparently we have already started to need it. Which is not ideal because I believe we still lose points in that kind of situation, but it's better than nothing. That's a lot of mana, gosh. Gonna take this just to deny him some. We also get some purple out of it. We're kind of already at full mana. And I just gotta deal with the one. I'll take the skull just so he doesn't. Take purple probably. Actually, blue. Oh, then again, he's using brown and green. Just take brown, I guess. Out of everything there, it has the most value. And it was kill him out of crypt. Because getting more mana doesn't actually matter, like Guild War there. It doesn't actually matter how much mana you accumulate. Let's take this middle one here. You're on level 507 and need a strong team. Any suggestions? Definitely Barrier Brown hero class. Actually, what level are we up to? We're up to 267. Yeah, we're only at half that. But yeah, you will reach a point where you basically have to run Barrier Brown on first slot. Right now, my way around that is to have resummon into our first slot. However, you might have a point where you need both resummon and barrier on Brown, just to make sure it doesn't die. Because they start hitting really hard. I feel like this team can be ran all the way if you make that change. Like, change this hero class to, like, Titan or something similar. Maybe an Elementalist. And then you're pretty much good to go. The other option is to go Skull builds. The only big concern with Skull builds is they can backfire so heavily. And that was one issue I had with the first Journey event, is we had access to some really good Skull builds. However, there were also some inconsistent ones, like, for example, Wild Queen. While a really, really good Skull spammer is definitely not the most consistent thing underneath Skull spam capabilities. And this led to a lot of backfiring situations that were not ideal. It's also why I didn't mention any Skull spam builds for the video. While they are decently viable, their chance of backfiring is really, really high, which is a really big liability. Because you're eventually just going to get battles that are going to have that happen. Also, I was wondering why his life is so high. It's because he steals life as well. He has the same mechanic. So even though we can steal life from him, he can also steal life from us. That's why he's being so tanky. Okay, I'm gonna hope we get enough mana from explosions here, because then we can just wipe. Oh no, we can't hit both at once though. We can hit him at least. I guess we hit for either yellow or purple. Seems a bit more likely we'd go for purple here. And then hopefully we get enough red from this explode, and then we win. I'm actually gonna kill this one because the chance he'll stay silenced is very likely. And I didn't want the other one getting full mana and then casting. There we go. We're almost halfway there. That's definitely a goal for this stream. We gotta hit 10,000 miles. We also get to see if we get the achievement then. I feel like I'm gonna still keep going even once we have the achievement. Just for the fun of it. Just to mess around with the journey event. Because even if we already have it, we might just still try for leaderboard. We'll see. Let's see. We're brown and yellow. I guess we just go for purple here. It makes sense to go for this first. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to bother casting that. What's the biggest threat here? Technically you, though we're not going to have you damaged enough. Like, even if I cast this, I don't think that's damaged enough. It is, barely, though. Okay, we don't have any color synergy here. So I'm just going to hit on brown, get his mana back directly. Gives him some red that he doesn't even need. Unfortunately, it's not our red. He has the ability to move us forward. Oh, he just silenced Grey King. Not ideal. But also, probably not too big a deal. Because what's he really going to do? All he has is like that damage poke with status effect. Well. Isn't that random status effect? It could still be Death Mark that kills us randomly or something. Any amount of shenanigans can still occur. Yeah, there we go. Another one down. Hey, what is the poll currently at? So about 50%, technically 52% say it's average. 19% say it's one of the best weeklies. And 30% say it's one of the worst. So that's about where I thought it would be. It definitely feels like an average game mode. There's a lot I would love to see change with it. None of which was actually changed going into this journey event. So I'm not sure if it's something they're just going to keep like that or adjust into the future. But they haven't adjusted it since the previous one. The main thing I don't like about it, like, it's basically Bounty Hunter if they made Bounty Hunter correctly. But it still has some flaws. The biggest one I would say, two of them. Difficulty gets way too high. And mostly the time-consuming amount of it. Not necessarily even like the hardness of winning. Just more so the amount of time to win. But the difficulty. But also because there's not enough stats to curve it correctly. But the other thing that's really hard about it is the... or not hard, but annoying about it. Is... Gosh, I already lost my train of thought with it. Oh yeah, the path decisions. Like, I was really hoping the path decisions would be, like, really elaborate. And we can kind of plan things out, see ahead slightly, or, you know, like, have, like, choice to any degree. But there's basically no choice when it comes to the pathing. It's literally just pick whatever the highest miles is in almost every situation, without fail. Which is not ideal. You'd kind of think a mode like that would try to prioritize having, you know, some amount of choices that would matter. But it's basically just pick whatever the highest miles is. It's not really set up in a way where you would do anything other than that. I was wondering, like, how did we just survive that? Because he actually had enough skull to kill us. I forgot. We have 25% skull reduction due to the potion. Because I was like, wait, you have 25% skull reflect, not 25% skull reduction. Actually, you don't even have that either. Never mind. I was thinking of a different troop. But yeah, he still has it off the potion, of course, which is what I was forgetting earlier. But yeah, he doesn't have 25% skull reflect. I thought he did. What was it that did? Oh, you know what does? The fire giant thing that came in this week. This is probably the troop I'm thinking of. That little fire undead thing, whatever it was called. That thing had 25% score reflect, but no score reduction. Okay, I'll throw that down. Luckily that barely survived. Unfortunately, we do not have enough to kill it. This wolf, he doesn't kill us, and we're good to go. That was a bit of a slow battle, but at least nothing died. Oh, we get some glory here. The good old glory. Oh yeah, you had to do the achievement twice for the thing. You mentioned that earlier. That must have been really annoying. Having to do it twice just to get the achievement on both. I really don't care if I have the achievements on phone, so I personally only did them on the Steam version of the game. Though there are some really annoying ones that you do have to do 2 times over in order for it to count on both mobile and PC if you care about having the achievement on both. Which is not ideal. Luckily the system they made for Puzzle Quest 3 is a little bit better for that, because they literally have a window where all the achievements are. And if you just click on the achievement there when you already have it, it gives it to your respective platform. So even if you got them on mobile, you can still get them on PC and vice versa just by clicking on it. The way that was handled was actually kind of nice. Puzzle Quest 3 with all of its flaws does do a few things well. That was one of them. Like if you cared about having the achievements on both platforms, it was actually pretty good about that. Like Gems of War, there are a lot of achievements. Some really hard too, like, or at least for some people. The like the 2 treasure hunt one, where you know where you have to get 2 volts. Like that one can be pretty difficult for some people. And like that one you have to do twice if you're gonna do the mobile method, or you know, if you're gonna play on mobile and PC. It doesn't retroactively update. The way that they set up Puzzle Quest 3, every achievement, even ones like those, do actually retroactively update just by clicking on them. Which is a feature Gems of War could definitely use. Because otherwise it makes a lot of achievements you have to do 2 times over if you want them both. Even though it's the exact same achievement. You don't have color overlap, do you? Oh, actually you do, purple. Isabel loves to grind, that is true. She's probably going to grind that much regardless of that. It's just she had to do it on 2 different platforms instead. What team did you... Oh yeah, what team did you use, Isabel? Because doesn't that mean you already have 40,000 something points? Let's see. Actually, I probably shouldn't have casted that first. The main reason being we have mana accumulation. We'd want that mana accumulation to be split into other things. That's a wow, he just got a lot of value. If we take blue, do we actually turn? I feel like the answer should be yes, so it's definitely going to be no. So I'm going to take this. I still kind of want to target blue. The other one that's really good value is red. At least from a damage aspect. The mana accumulation aspect of that's a lot worse. I think it's still worth it. So we'll do that. Throw a poke down. Kill out his first slot before it goes crazy. And double poke again. Is that one submerge mechanic? I don't think we have to worry about him. Honestly, I think this mana accumulator is going to be more annoying than this thing. So they do have blue overlap, so we just target blue then. And then anything kills. Of course, we're 1 mana short. Why would it not be? And then you're dead. Hello, Jamie! Welcome, welcome. Oh, what's that team? Let me go copy it. Let's see. I don't think we're going to change into it, but I do want to see what it is. Oh no, I can't see it because my poll thingy's in the way. How do I hide it on this one? Close poll. There we go. Let's see. That shouldn't close on the actual stream. It's just closed on that one view. Anyways, let me see what this team is real quick. So this is what you ran. It is Deathclaw, Doom... Oh, interesting. Doom Scythe. Keeper of Souls. Okay, so you did switch to a Skull Spam build then. It goes all in into Skull Spam. And he uses Thief for resummon, which is kind of interesting. Oh, it also goes to 7% insta-kill thing. That's actually interesting. The Rising Shadows. But he has a like mass resummon for first slot, while having the insta-kill thing. Stealthy on hero to keep it alive. Even has technically resummon off of Keeper of Souls, which is kind of interesting. That's something that's normally not used, though is actually pretty good in this context. The 50% chance to get a white when, I think it's when an enemy dies? Yeah, when an enemy dies. Which is kind of like Web Spinner's trait, or a Weaver's trait, but way worse than Weaver's trait. But it's still a body to put there. And then, of course, the Empower Skull, which is actually one of the more recent ones. But yeah, that would definitely work. A good old Skull Spam team. I feel like once you reach a super late level, you have to go into Skull Spam, which I'm dreading. Like, you're gonna reach a point where you get so deep, where regardless of how much it backfires, you're gonna be forced to have to use Skull Spam. We're not at that point yet, luckily. So I'm gonna still keep sticking with this. But we're eventually gonna have to switch to Skull Spam, I'm pretty sure. I'm hoping we won't need it prior to 20,000 though. Green actually looks pretty good here. We don't actually use green for anything, but it's a lot of damage. Oh, yeah, I thought the other one was green too. Never mind. Could have gone for blue then. Not too big a deal though. If nothing else, we damage the more important units with that. Oh, you got a summon there. At least Weaver's weakened. Even though it's stealthy, we can still hit it directly with a lot of things. Because we can target based on weakest or based on a color. It's like right here, probably just cast this and then target one of Weaver's colors. I think I'd have a green, though I kind of want to take that first. Actually, I could just poke this and then take blue. Probably be a little stronger that way. I'm just going to let the thing die to skulls. Oh, we're very frozen right now. There's double skull here. I'm taking it just so he doesn't. Obviously, we don't get the extra turn or anything. I can't take the purple because we're frozen. I'll kill that out. And by kill it, I mean not kill it. And this will kill it. Let's see. Yeah, Isabel's at 20,957. Let's see. Our highest is El Loco. A lot of people like right at that 20,000. I think what we're going to do is hit 10,000, then we're going to go do the faction event. And then tomorrow we could just power grind the journey. Because every other side event will be done then. The only other thing we'll have throughout the week, of course, would be, not counting progressing on journeys, but the only other thing would be the weekend raids. The weekend raids don't take that long. Like, we'll probably do that for not even an hour on Friday and be completely done. Weekend raids and evasions, like, the week-long raids and evasions were already pretty quick. And when they were made into weekend events, they were made even shorter. Because, of course, they only last for 3 days instead of a week. But they were already events that pretty much took no amount of time at all. Like, ones you could easily finish in a day. Well, theoretically, all of them you could finish in a day if you really wanted to. But, you know, like, literally, like, only a few hours to finish. But now it takes, like, under an hour to finish it. Which is pretty convenient. Also, if your guild doesn't have a requirement, if you wait until Sunday, your guild might already have it done before you even do the battles. Let's see. I'll take that over. Grab the other purple there. Use the same troops almost, but instead of the empowered, you had used a troop for double the number of skulls. Oh yeah, that could end up working out. That's potential. Empower skulls gets you rolling a bit quicker, but being able to double would be better for the longer fights. Which once you reach that deep, all of them are probably longer fights. Because unless you're getting lucky on those insta-kills, they're going to last a little while. These are already starting to last a little bit. Also, it feels weird seeing the full. I was like wondering for a second what that troop was for the first half a second there, but then it's like, oh yeah, it's the full. I've never actually seen it on an enemy team, I don't think, yet. I've seen it on my team, but never the enemy team. And only that 1 week. Because we haven't used it since. Why is every single thing on your team a different color? That's not nice. Also, why am I targeting yellow? It was like one of the worst ones I could have went for. In that situation. I'm gonna kill this out all the way. So we can focus our damage on the other two. He's gonna hit us with a bunch of damage. It's fine though. Aren't you gonna let him? Oh, he didn't go for it. Well, I was trying to let him. He didn't want it. So we have Impervious, which is concerning. We're gonna do this on blue and just hope we randomly add extra turn somehow. We did. Good job. Good job, random board. You did exactly what I was trying to get. Anyways, deal with him directly. A little bit of damage. Let me cast this guy just to make sure he doesn't die. And he's out. Yeah, that's one nice thing about journey events. Once you do it the first time, you're pretty much never going to need to do it again. Because I'm pretty sure if you just buy up to the weapon, you will easily get the... if every person in your guild buys up to the weapon, you'll be able to get the journey event done. And you can get even further if you go for... Oh, also thank you, Isabel, for the $5 tip. Greatly appreciated. But, yeah, if you just buy up to the weapon, you'll be perfectly fine. Like, if every person in your guild bought to the weapon, you'd get the event done, I am pretty sure. Though you might want to buy the tier 5 every single time, because tier 5 with a blue orb gets you the weapon, and it gets you the troop max. But if every single person in your guild did that, you would easily get the event done, hands down. It doesn't actually require nearly that much. It's a little bit of gems, but you do get a lot in return. I think that's 850 gems. But you get like 2 purple, or you get 2 colored deed books, you get 3 Imperials, you get a bunch of other stuff, you get a max troop, you get a weapon. There's a lot that you get with it. Yeah, no problem, Isabel. Oh, let's see, we'll take that over. Get our explosion. See if we can get our double hit there. Oh, we're gonna take that. He's gonna hit us really hard. We can try for yellow here. I can take Cascaded Skull if I want. I'll probably just take the skull for now. Take out the purple. Hope that this randomly gets enough mana, and it does, and he's dead. Oh, wait, it'll actually barely live. I really wish... there's never been a moment I wish Wolf did true damage more than now. Like, he's always needed to be doing true damage, but this week makes it so evident that he just needs to have true damage. I hope they do that with a buff at some point. Like, everything he transforms into does true damage. There's no reason why he shouldn't also do true damage. Like, it wouldn't be too broken. Like, his usage rate would barely even move up, if even at all. But it would allow, like, full undead teams to actually function properly. Because the problem is he's normally used on a lot of pure undead teams, especially if they need a lot of purple. But he does nothing but Purple Storm, which is very useful for a lot of undead teams, but his actual ability is normally useless on most undead teams. But he's anything that has Perpetual Storm of a certain color, they're pretty decent. But the problem with him is his ability is just very bad. The other problem with his ability is when he casts it, he becomes not Purple Storm anymore. Like, you still have your amount of Purple Storm for those 4 turns, but beyond that, unless you get that transform back, it's gone. Which is weird, because he's actually the only Storm that's set up like that, where if you cast your ability, you lose the Storm. Well, you don't immediately lose it, but you know. You lose the, like, perpetually keeping it going every single turn. Like, it'll still last for 4 turns if it doesn't get replaced or diminished. It's kind of weird, because no other troop like that functions the exact same way. It's very different, but different in a bad way. Different in a very bad way. Let's see. I actually need to cast you just to make sure we don't die. I'm actually really loving that explosion that it has, because it's leading to a lot of situations where we would otherwise take damage, where it actually completely makes it so we don't take damage, which is very nice. We're going to take purple here, just get a nice silence on that. Hey, there's switch silences, that's funny. Get rid of one silence for the other. Alright, let's go get our poke over there. It's not going to be enough. Actually, I should have just killed her all the way. She's silenced right now, so she's not as big of a threat, but still. She's like the only thing on that team that can even remotely try to kill us. So probably should deal with it. And it was hit one of his colors and he's dead. There we go. Hey, we got a level. Let's go hand out a code. I did say when we got a level, we'd go hand out a code. That is indeed a level. So here is the code. Let's see. I should just get my mom some sunscreen for Mother's Day. We have sunscreen. I'm just pretty sure she didn't use it. We have plenty of sunscreen. We live on the beach. Like, we literally live on the beach. Well, not on the beach, but you know. Like, it's less than, it's about a mile away. Not even. Like, you can definitely walk there in like 10 minutes or less. And the main reason it would even take that long is because it crosses 2 major roads. Let's see. Yeah, we got plenty of sunscreen. Let's see. Take that over. Paste that. Copy that. And there you guys go. There's the redeem code. Use on gemsofwar.com if the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters starting with ZM. And give same word as always. True treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,000 average gold. Enjoy, everyone. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. If anyone's still losing out of questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. I think our main game plan at this point is to reach 10,000 miles, and then we're going to spend the rest of the stream just doing the faction event then. The entirety of the faction event. And that'll probably be the stream then. And then tomorrow will be dedicated pretty much entirely to doing Journey. Because we're likely not even touching the pets. So that'll be the entire stream of basically nothing but Journey. As well as deep level Journey. We might even change up the team, we'll see. We're probably going to have to. We're going to reach a certain point soon where we're going to have to kind of be forced to change our team. We're not really going to have much of a choice. Hey, yellow's decent value here. My biggest concern is we don't have stun. Which makes this kind of awkward. I really want to poke his first slot down. I'm going to have to target something else. Does purple have overlap? It does not. I still have to go for it, though. Either purple or red. We'll go for purple. Take over purple there. Double poke him. Gives him his resummon. Now we target red. That's why I didn't want to target red. And, take that. Grab our... Do we even, yes, we do. So we'll take that over. Double poke him with this. Actually, I grabbed the wrong one. That's not the double poke. Cast this, and then we just target on red, and he's dead. Red to dead. What is the best alternative for metal farming after Golvania's dead? Sword's Edge is pretty good. I'll need to double check what the absolute best is, but I'm pretty sure Sword's Edge is the best. It was already the best even before this troop came into the game. I just always had a habit of doing Golvania. Like, ever since Golvania got that one burning thing, technically I think Sword's Edge started to take the lead. That's the best one. I just kept doing Golvania. However, now it is officially not worth doing a Golvania. It's kind of like for a while after Sunbird like lost its viability, I was still kind of using Sunbird a little. And then Rowan just got like so good, particularly when they added metals. I was like, well, I guess we're never using Sunbird ever again. Because I used Sunbird a little bit beyond its viability, because there was a point even before metals came out where Rowan was actually doing better than Sunbird. But I was still using Sunbird. But then when metals actually did come out, it's like, well, I guess we're never doing Sunbird ever again. That's kind of what happened with Golvania. Like, when it got one immune to burning, it's that combined with Lycanthropy already made it, like, not worth doing. But I was like, it's not that bad. It's still the same amount. And then the other one ended up coming in, and it's like, oh, well, let's never run it here again. Oh, he really needs mana. Never mind, he has mana. He really needs to go cast his ability then. Stop trying to die. Do they share a color? They do. Actually, they share every color. Doesn't even matter which one I take. As long as it's one, they're two. Because they both share it. Gosh, that level's starting to get so high. 317. It never stops, too. I think it goes all the way to 1,000. It just keeps climbing. I find it interesting that you only need 20,000 Yet normally you see the leaderboard on a given leaderboard like multiple times over. Like for example, if we take, let's compare it to a, that's not the event I wanted to look at. Let's compare it to, oh wait, there is an event to compare it to right now, is there? I forgot. Oh yes, there is. Let's compare it to the Tuesday faction. So you notice how the highest score is like substantially higher than, oh, then again, actually the margin's not as big this time around either. Huh. I don't know, I'm so used to like the first place is having such a huge margin over everyone else. Like if we look at PvP, that should be one that's like that. 57,000, gosh. And then you go down a little and it's like already less than half. But if you look at it from the other thing, oh, that's not what I wanted. Like there's not that big of a discrepancy between first and like down here. Like it's only a 9,000 difference. Like a 50%. Still a lot though. Anyways. But it's mostly because of how annoying this mode gets as you go deeper. So hello John. Hello Stefan. Hello Logic Slayer. Let's see. You were using Black Managle on the journey and you got 2 kills. Oops, chat's moving. Let me go look back. You got 2 kills for Vlad, and Unsated on your team is way better. Yeah, Black Manacle, I was considering potentially using a Black Manacle, the 20% Devour thing. Because if you land even 1 Devour, you kind of just auto-win. I definitely, going into tomorrow, will be changing our team up. I think for the rest of today, we're going to stick with this, though. But tomorrow, we're definitely going to experiment around with more teams. Because they're gonna have to, based on how deep we are. Because this is starting to fall off a little. Like, it's still doing what it needs to do, but it's definitely falling off a bit. Pretty sure we're even losing some miles on potentially a lot of these battles. I don't really mind too much losing the miles, though. As long as we're just not losing the matches. Like, I'd rather win and lose some miles than just lose outright. And he's dead. My turn will ever end. So close yet so far. 1,200 more miles. Let's get it. So how many miles are we getting per fight here? Honestly, we're getting like what, roughly 100? Though I guess it kind of depends on what battle we're taking. Maybe some are worth way more than others. We don't have a good drop over there. We just take some yellow over there then. Grab our true damage from there. Grab it again. Take our brown from there. Get our turn and it's dead. A little bit of life steal there. Also, gotta keep in mind, we don't actually steal all the life if they don't have that much life to steal. First place on PS5 has over 40,000. Nice. Very big number. Yeah, that's actually pretty insane to already have. Like, that's a lot of grind. Like, even that 50-something thousand on PvP leaderboard is also pretty high. Because you put into consideration there's a journey event going on right now that they may not have done yet. So apparently they may have already, because gosh, it's already really high. But the amount of grind you would need to do to have that point already is like almost perpetually have been doing PvP this entire week. Like almost non-stop. But then again, I haven't done PvP in so long, I actually forget what the exact rate is for it these days. I want to say it's about 2,000 to 3,000 per hour. Which means they already almost have 60,000. Would mean at least 20 hours since Monday reset. And it hasn't even been 2 full days yet. Like I said, they should have a color overlap. They do. It's red and we win. There we go. Alright, we got 114 miles for that. That's actually not too bad. That means we have to do about 4 more then. Or not, why did I say 4? I mean 10 more. But maybe closer to 8 if we get 2 of these bigger ones. Because the 75 one might give us closer to like 150, 200. Or like a 176 or something. Maybe a bit less. About to find out. Let's see, because you have to keep in mind the journey multiplier thing. Oh, that's not the color I wanted. Whoops. That is very much not the color I wanted. Alright, I'm gonna go target this. Maybe we get our HP stealing going. Good, it's nowhere near enough to kill us yet. And by nowhere near enough, I mean we have at least 1 HP remaining. Good sign. That's all we need. Oh, she has that one, the cast spamming ability. It's kind of funny when the enemy has it. Alright, we gotta deal with Mother of Darkness. That's kind of funny. Good old Mother of Darkness. That annoying summon. Okay, let's just take out red here. A lot of mana. Enough to kill. Go for, oh wait, I can't target true damage on her directly, can I? She's stealthy. We're still in one-shot range, gotta be careful. It's not too big a deal if he does go down. But we ideally want it not to happen. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting the 25% score reduction. I never not forget about it. If only Umberwolf did true damage. Welcome back to what would happen if Umberwolf had true damage in this situation. 204. Oh wow, that's a lot for that one. This one's gonna give us a lot less. 204. And a Valraven. Let's see. I kind of want to take blue. Leaning towards a blue here. As much as we should be targeting Valraven. This might be the first Valraven that actually gets away. That's something else you have to worry about a lot too, which is my biggest concern with running Skull Spam more so than anything. Is, we can't run Rope Dart or anything. So you're going to have an issue a lot of the time with killing Valraven. Luckily the Bounty Captain can do it, if nothing else. But then you're using a lot of your turn just to act as a true damage team. While you're not actually a true damage team. Oh, we target red here. It's not going to be enough to get book rolling, but it's a little bit of mana if nothing else. The achievement is travel 20,000 miles in a single journey. Yes, so you can't do partial miles. Though someone did say otherwise earlier, though we'll find out ourselves very soon. Because I had around a little over 10,000 miles before. So once we hit the 10,000 miles mark, the stream will know 100% for sure if it does. However, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. You have to do all 20,000 in one event. Definitely seems like that's the case. Which is obviously quite a grind. Also requires quite a bit of gems. Like I think at minimum you're spending what, 2,350? That's how much we spent up to so far. Which I think is enough. But yeah, that's going to cost you 2,350 gems. Which is a bit pricey for an achievement like that. But it's not really much different than getting a single faction maxed or getting a pet maxed. If you look at it that way. So I can take a cascade there. Unfortunately, it doesn't cascade as far as we need, so I was going to take a skull so he doesn't poke us. Because it's increasingly becoming an issue where every skull will almost kill us. So we got to keep casting this thing just so it doesn't die. He's not even casting necessarily to do damage anymore. He's just casting to not die. That's pretty much his whole role right now. You just exist there and don't die yet. Probably should have poked with some other damage there. He's slightly wasted. You know what? I'm actually going to do it this way, in case we do need to do it the other way around. Luckily we didn't. So kill that out, because Valkyrie's not really going to do much. I say that as it's probably going to feed that full mana. So that cast doesn't actually kill us, though. Oh, I could have silenced him so he couldn't even get the cast off. That doesn't matter. It's not even remotely close to killing us. And unlike Guild Wars, taking damage doesn't actually matter. Losing a troop does make you lose points, but taking damage, as long as you're not dying, does not actually reduce your points. Things like mana accumulated and damage taken and all that isn't actually factors in this mode. Death Store, and winning in a short amount of turns still is. It is basically like half a Guild Wars scoring. Where the damage and mana aspect you don't have to care about, but the deaths and the amount of turns you take you do have to worry about. Which is kind of like half the Guild Wars scoring then. Very similar, but not quite the same. Which is kind of funny because you're on a pure color restriction as well. It's basically a combination of like every mode. There's some things like Bounty Hunter, some things like Guild Wars, some things like yeah, I'd say it's probably most like Bounty Hunter and Guild Wars. Maybe a little bit of faction mixed in there. So a lot less choice compared to factions. I think blue's actually a good option here. He's gonna get the poke, which does shuffle us slightly. Luckily, this does still get to steal life. Actually, everything on our team except Grey King is steal life. Like, out of all the true damage dealers. You could use... Oh, yeah, never mind, you can't. I was gonna say, Draculus does do that from this kingdom. However, you can't actually use Draculus, can you? It's not purple. So you actually wouldn't be able to use that for this event. We're gonna set out a poke us, it's fine. We're getting so much health back just by casting that ability, that's fine. We'll take that, throw it down again. I kinda wanna take purple here if we can. I'm just go poke us, it won't really matter much. I keep forgetting you're even there, because you're all the way at the bottom. I keep thinking it's like Umbra Wolf, and it's like, oh yeah, that's not worth casting. And that's not an Umbra Wolf. Not anymore. Unfortunately, he's not in first line anymore, so he can't soak in all that mana. But we basically just win here. And I would kill it out with that. Doesn't even matter what we put cast with. How many tiers do you buy to get the 20,000 miles? You have to buy tier 7 2 times. So all the way up to tier 6, which is 1,350. And then tier 7 twice, which brings you to 2,350. I believe that's how much you need. You might be able to do it with one buy, but I'm pretty sure you require 2 buys. I'm actually not 100% certain on that. So if you want to try, you could do 1 buy at tier 7 and see if that's enough. But I'm pretty sure you need 2 buys of tier 7 to have enough. That's how much we are currently at, and it does seem like it'll hit about 20,000 by then. One other factor to consider, and probably another reason to go for, is you don't know exactly how much you're going to score. Because technically, some people could actually do it with just 1 tier 7. However, you'd have to score very, very flawlessly across all the battles. So it's probably better just to buy tier 7 twice to have more leeway. You also have 7 extra stats to everything to use the entire time as well. Which isn't a huge difference based on the stat discrepancy, but you know, helps a little bit there. I want to save this for last. It has a resummon, and even though we have a lot of double hits, everything else on this team is actually a threat to some capacity. Or is that thing just going to kind of exist? I'm trying to take a cast here. Probably on Trying to find overlap here. Do they really have no overlap at all? Red, blue. Hey, they have no overlap at all. How'd this happen? Alright, we'll poke her now. Main reason I want to get it down now is she's about to cast and I don't want to get in the mana accumulation poke. If we can help it. And still they don't have the coloration we need them to have. Okay, so he... Oh gosh, never mind. I was going to say, now he has 0 attack, but I forgot you still get to keep all the durability from that. Let me go disable this one. I need to do it on either yellow or purple. Let's just do it on... let's do it on yellow. Even though we would have gotten full mana on that thing, we did purple. I did want to do it that way, just so we don't deny all the purple on the board. Which, of course, we desperately need. Should maybe cast Book there first, but I think we're fine. We do that, cast it again, and instead. One little poke to go with our 1000 HP. He's doing the tankiness he needs. Alright, we're almost there. And then at 10,000 we'll go do the faction event then. Actually, I'll need to take a few more. We'll get around 200 from this one. About 100 at a time for the rest. And then boom, we're there in like 4 battles. And that'll be only the halfway point too. Still got a ways to delve. Yeah, I kind of see why people stopped at 20,000 now that I think about it. Because honestly, by the time we hit 20,000, I'm probably going to want to stop as well. Realistically. Especially for how little bit extra you'd get from going a little bit further on the leaderboard. Just not worth the time, probably. Because they're already going to take a decent chunk. Does anyone, out of people who've already done it, how long did it take you? That's not something I'm going to poll because I highly doubt we have enough people here who've already done it. But everyone who has already finished this event, like how long did it take you to finish the event? To get to 20,000, that is. Do I have a double poke here? I want them to have overlap. They have literally no overlap. I guess I'll just do green. We don't use green, but it hits more damage. I think it's a good cascade there. It took you 1 day. How many hours is 1 day? Well, obviously I know how many hours are in 1 day, but you know what I mean. 1 day could mean 3 hours. 1 day could mean like 12 hours. 1 day could mean 24 hours. Actually, that's normally what a day means. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can use sigils to boost your stats. I generally don't, though this is probably one of the only game modes where that is actually kind of relevant. Because you will need it. You will kind of reach a point where you kind of need it. At least to some degree. I want to get this thing to full mana before I cast. So I can then just deny it and then we just win. And now we swim. Almost 18 hours? Oh, wow. That is a bit of time. Let's see, how many hours have we done so far? Technically, we've done like less than 2 hours and we hit 10,000. However, we're starting to get to the harder part. Like we got to 10,000 in 2 hours. However, that's the easy part. Now comes the hard part. Get the other 10,000. Because the first 10,000 is substantially quicker than the second 10,000. But yeah, we've only been grinding it for like 2-ish hours. Between last night's stream and this stream. And we're halfway. Though us being halfway is nowhere near halfway. Because of how the battles scale. Halfway is probably closer to like the 1/4 mark, if even the 1/4 mark. Can you guys die? Why are they surviving with like 0 HP? Single digit values. With the triple digit numbers. Oh, I should have taken the green there. Not because we need it, but to deny it and cascade more. Gotta get that cascade value. I got booked almost 1,000 HP. Good thing I had that little bit extra score reduction. Like, that 25% score reduction is such an MVP. Like, it doesn't seem like much, but it's doing so much value. The amount of times where it keeps us alive when we otherwise would have died is so high. But hello, George. Welcome. But yeah, how much do we get for a single boost? If we use a sigil, we get 50% bonus. I haven't used this mechanic in such a long time. I wonder if the glitch still works with it. I'm pretty sure it does. Because you can actually get them for free with the glitch. I would assume they would have fixed it by now, though. It's only been, like, multiple years. But, yeah, 50% stats for one. Basically, every single sigil you use gives you 50% extra stats. The only problem is, that's added onto the base value. So if we buy this one, it costs 2 sigils. If we take this one, it's 3, and if we take this one, it's 5. So you can boost your stats that way. So theoretically, if you had enough sigils, you can keep boosting your stats by 50% the whole time. But then it will cost you 2 sigils per battle instead of 1. But it is a mechanic that can be used. On top of the fact of also getting the potion effects, you can get a lot of extra stats that way. Like buying a few extra in here. The only problem is it's going to cost you thousands of gems. However, you could buy this a little bit more. And then, you know, like every time you buy it, it's like 10 battles with the 50% bonus. Plus you're getting the potion every time. And of course the potion stacks. Right now we only have 14 stats from, I think it shows it right here, right? It shows it some screen. Where's the one that shows from potions? Doesn't it show it here? We have too many different stats that it's not showing. Come on, show me the potion number. There it is, potion of power. 14, 14, 14, 14, there it is. And obviously that stacks every single time by 7 each. Alright, let's go get ourselves, oh, let's take that first. Let's go splody splody. Let's go get ourselves the last few hundred and then we'll go to the faction event then. Well, how did you already lose all your armor? What on earth just happened that we have hit him that many times? I didn't feel like we got that lucky on the starting board. Apparently we did. Oh, I was gonna say, is there any green pokes we could do here? Oh, but he's denied right now. No, he's webbed. It's so unfortunate. That'd been such a good hit. That would have been such an amazing hit. I was gonna take this. I really need you to get cleansed already so I can target green. He really does not want to cleanse. There we go. Alright, this will hit his whole team except the summon he just did. Still a lot of value. Take that for the extra turn there. Grab the other one, try for blue off the sky. We actually got it. Didn't get double blue, otherwise that would have been so much mana. I'll take our kill there. Really gotta kill this mythic before it does something sketchy. We'll take that out. And, oh, I was about to say, as long as that doesn't get webbed, we'll be fine. Guess what happened? It got webbed. And now it's unwebbed. And there we went. Gosh, that web was really annoying on that one legend. I feel like that legend's almost never used. It's not horrible, though. Alright, one more battle. And then as long as we don't lose this, we'll have 10,000 points. And that will officially tell us if we get the achievement or not. I highly doubt it will. However, after this battle, we 100% definitively, for sure, have gotten enough points. Because I think we got slightly over 10,000 last time. I know for sure it was over 10,000. But yeah, it does look like we're going to have to 20,000 in one single go. Which is what we already kind of knew of going in. Which was unfortunate, but is the case. Got it 20,000 in a single event. The way it's worded is worded that way. But, you know, sometimes mechanics don't work as they were intended. So I was slightly hoping, like, maybe we could do 2 10,000s, but nope, it is definitely one single 20,000. Which means we're halfway there. But we're going to be all the way there for this stream. Because after this, we'll go transfer over to faction event. And then go do the entirety of the faction. And then we'll definitely call it a wrap at that point, because we're probably already going to be at like 10 o'clock by then. By the time we finish out faction. And then tomorrow night will pretty much just be entirely journey. But instead of using this team, we're going to probably switch it up a bit. Might still use this team a little bit. But I do want to mix it up to some degree. Alright, trying to get him his last little bit of mana. There we go. Now we kind of just win. They have purple overlap, which is a color we already kind of want to be hitting anyway. No, he got a kill at the end there. That's unfortunate. Actually, killed himself. That's kind of funny. You killed our version of him. There can only be one. Apparently, it's the enemy's one. Ah, there we go. We're officially at 10,000 now. Still got a ways to go, though. Because that's not even halfway. It looks like halfway. That is very misleading. Anyways, there we go. So, hello, Bill Warhammer. Welcome. Take our tribute, take our mail. Oh, there's a redeem code from earlier and our level up bonus. Alright, so for the rest of this time, let's go grab pure armor. That's what I wanted. Pure armor. Pure armor? Oh, I don't have pure armor set. Alright, so let's switch it over to pure armor. And then let's go do the event. Actually, I already have the team in there. I did that at the beginning of the stream, so I wouldn't forget. And we're good to go. So let's go over to games, go over to... Actually, I should probably double check daily before we head in there. Yeah, I'll go grab that real quick, actually. Let me go take out Phoenicia team before we get into this. And then we'll end on factions. I mean, yeah, factions. It's definitely not the team I want. Give me a good old Phoenicia. Then we'll clear through Phoenicia on all this. And then we'll go do the faction for the rest of the time then. We're going to be doing the Guards Avatar one that we mentioned. Though I am going to switch out for Leprechaun. Someone did bring that up earlier. And I kind of forgot. It is yellow-purple. So we are allowed to use a Leprechaun. I was overly thinking on yellow. And I was like, oh yeah, we can't use Leprechaun. Which is kind of funny because on the other team I actually use Leprechaun. If for whatever reason on the first team I was like, we can't use Leprechaun. Because initially I was thinking of Finesse team. And then I was thinking like, oh yeah, we're on a yellow restriction. But then I kind of forgot like, oh yeah, purple restriction is a thing too. You love when the free pet orb is a major blue? Oh yeah, that's always amazing. It's even better when it's a power. I've never seen it be a power specifically. Oh, actually, that's not true, have we? I think one of our few powers that we ever got, one of the 2 or 3 that we've gotten, I think one of them actually was from the pet one, oddly enough. There's like one of the rare ways you could ever get one. It's still the same 1% chance, but you know, you don't get as many compared to some other ones. Like compared to how many you find in Vault keys and stuff. Yeah, there we go. On to the next one over here. Clear out our dungeons, and then we'll go do faction the rest of the time. And then we'll have no distractions to go finish out the rest of the faction. It shouldn't take too long. This isn't like an ultra easy faction, but it's also like, it gives you so many options that it should be pretty quick. Like the build diversity for the faction's pretty solid. It's about the same options that you have for City of Thieves. Not quite the same though. I mean, overlap is purple, and purple's such a good color. Oh, why did I think that'd be enough damage? Whoops. Still waiting on a power orb from a major orb. Yeah, they are rare. It's a 1% chance. It's been a feature for about a year and a half now. By about a year and a half, I mean pretty much exactly a year and a half now. 2 Decembers ago. But yeah, they're still pretty rare. I think we've gotten 3 in that time. Though in the last year, I don't think I've gotten a single one. They were all at like the beginning of when it first came out. Like within those couple months, several months. It's been almost a year since I've gotten a one from a major. Though we also have like a billion Vault keys I haven't opened. So that might be also why. Because we have over 3,000 Vault keys just sitting there. And obviously if we've opened even a fraction of it, we'd probably get some power orbs in there somewheres. Anyways, so we did that, we did that, we did that. Okay, let's go do this faction then. Make sure to switch over to armor. Because that's what we actually need. Switch over to this, and we're good to go. Okay. And, oh yeah, I can't switch over to Harpy Mage until the next one, can I? We'll switch to Leprechaun then and be good to go. Shouldn't be too big a deal. It does make our turn 1 a bit slower. One nice benefit is we do get to utilize Brownstorm. Also, thank you, George, for supporting the channel. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Also, we need to get new emotes, too. I've been meaning to do that. Especially with how many people have joined. I think we can actually get like 3 or 4 more emotes than we already have. But Isabel, if you still want to make some for it, I'll be happy to use yours. Otherwise, I might just go commission them because there's no way I can make my own. Well, there's no way I can make my own and make them look nice. That can't happen. But yeah, I've been meaning to add more for a little while now. I gotta keep the hello one though. That one's funny. The big ol' hello. Let's see. It can also be used for LOL as well. I don't feel like you need to, Isabel, though. But if you do, we'll definitely use them. Because I know you wanted to make an elhay one. Probably need one for Best Bird as well. Because that's always funny on the other ones. It's not as relevant for Gems of War, but is relevant for quite a few other things we do. Let's see. Take that one out. Your video game addiction is strong. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I had to like stop Puzzle Quest 3. Like if I start getting back into it, it is such a time sink. That's one of the main reasons I haven't really touched it much in the last few months. Like they just need to make it less of a time sink. Like Gems of War's total weekly system takes like 5 times less time than what Puzzle Quest 3 has set up. There's just so much time. I gotta take that down. Is Puzzle Quest 3 fun like Gems of War? Yes. It does quite a few things right, but also does a lot of things wrong. But I would say it's fun. That's one thing that Puzzle Quest 3 does really, really well. It is fun. Or at least I feel like it's fun. But there's a lot of weird economy-based and grinding-based stuff in there that doesn't quite work the same as Gems of War in a very detrimental way. It's worth trying, if nothing else. It's in a really weird state right now, though. Like, I don't feel like the game will be fully finished for another year or two. Gems of War was kind of the same, in all fairness. However, Gems of War is also, like, 6 to 7 years beyond that point, whereas Puzzle Quest 3 is still in that developmental stage. Because I would say Gems of War was, like, fully feature complete, even though, of course, it still keeps getting updated. But I feel like it was, like, a fully feature complete game after about 2 years into development. Puzzle Quest 3 is currently launched for like only a couple months now. So I got a bit of ways to go to reach the same point. Like, Gems of War actually released pretty bare bones as well. Its wider player base was actually pretty small, but then it started like exploding over time. Not really exploding, but you know, like a very slow upwards curve. Gems of War's version of exploding. Very slowly upwards. Because Gems of War started at like a 300 concurrent, and then just ever so slowly moved its way up as the game got more and more complete. And obviously now it's basically complete, they just keep adding more content to it. It's been complete for quite some time now. Obviously every live service needs things to keep it, you know, alive. That's the kind of the live part of the live service. Alright, I should actually take that one first. This, I do have to say, this faction probably has one of the most annoying room orders I have ever seen. I actually forgot how bad this one is. I don't think it's the absolute worst, though. But it's pretty high up there. On ones that are not ideal. Yeah, I did see the new skins. They actually do look pretty cool. I did see the new Puzzle Quest 3 skins, which is something I wish Gems of War would do. We have never gotten free new skins for our heroes in Gems of War. The only time we've ever gotten new skins were all paywalled. Death Knight armor was a new skin technically. That's paywalled. Used to be $50, now it's $20. The 2 new hero class skins, one of them I actually wear right now, the Lupina one. I was wearing this for Easter and still haven't changed it. But that one I think is, what, $10? $20? I don't remember. I bought both of them. That one and the Dwarf are both money locked. But Gems of War has never gotten a new cosmetic skin that wasn't money-based, which is kind of weird. Because for Puzzle Quest 3, they already did one for every class. Which is like, what, 5 or 6 of them? And in 3D as well. Whereas it'd be so much easier for them to make a 2D graphic for Gems of War, yet they'd never bothered. It's kind of weird. This game's been out for 7 years, and they basically have never given out a free new cosmetic skin for your hero in any way, shape, or form. Or even a way to earn it or anything. Just a route they never went down. Which seems weird, because that shouldn't be that hard at all to do for a 2D graphic. What do we need here? We'll take the purple over. I should probably hit. I'm not sure why on earth I did not hit castle on him. Also, I still need to change the leprechaun. I keep forgetting to do that at the start of every faction. I only forgot to do it once, technically. Oh, Paladin got 2 new ones. The other one's only got 1. Oh yeah, because one of them's for the more human form, and the other one has a much different version. So I guess they couldn't do the same skin for both, could they? Because these both look so drastically different. Let me go change my team to Leprechaun. Something we probably should have already done to begin with, but let's not forget to do it here. It'll help speed things along ever so slightly. That's not an E. I don't think we even need to change anything, do we? Wait, why is my banner... Why is that my banner? That's an incorrect banner, isn't it? That's not super incorrect. Because ideally we want, Wait, why is that my banner? We want yellow-brown probably here. Yeah, that. There we go. It has been fixed. It doesn't matter that we minus green because Leprechaun already has a +1 green into himself. I'm not sure why my banner was so incorrect, but there we go. Please let me click. There we go. Is it her video game addiction that is high, or the love of grinding? I don't know. I really love grind-based games as well. I really love grinding-based games. It's probably what got me back into Pokemon again as well. Because gosh, is that game ultra way too grindy. But I love it. Though in a lot of the older games, like I found like the shiny hunting to be like too annoying. But at least in Legends Arceus they made that better. I really hope next gen fixes that as well. Because even in Sword and Shield, like it is so annoying to grind shinies. It's just so tedious. Like it's basically how hard it is to get a Horde Mimic, but for every single one. Maybe not that hard, but it's comparable. Definitely comparable. Because technically, isn't Horde Mimic a 1 in 5,000 chance, technically? Like, every time you click the chest button, isn't it technically a 1 in 5,000? Because if you have a 10%, and then a 20%, let's say those are definitively the odds. That brings you to 1 in 1,000, then a 1 in... Yeah, wouldn't that be a 1? Did I do math right? No, isn't that a 1 in 2,000? No, it's a 1 in 5,000. Did I do math right? I think I did math right. It's a 1 in 5,000 chance that any chest you open, regardless of what it is, you know, when you're doing it through Explore, will be the Horde Mimic. Which is ridiculously low odds. You'll buy some coffee beans and have you grind them? Oh, that's funny. Grind puns. Or grind wordplay, I mean. I was gonna say, please get full mana. Luckily, he has enchant ready to go. I was gotta be really careful with the Kelpie because of how he gains Submerge. It's a very annoying trip to deal with. And one of the main things that made Golvania really bad. Elisa says hello. Well, thank you. We had some of the Elisa bots earlier. It was kind of funny in the other stream. I'll catch you later, gosh, why can I not read your name? Siberian. I hope you have a wonderful day, or a wonderful night. Catch you later. If anyone still has any other questions, though, let me know. You're probably going to call it a wrap once we finish out the faction. It's still going to take us at least like 10-15 minutes, I'm pretty sure. That's just going to be our last final goal to stream. And then tomorrow, we're going to be messing around with a bunch of teams. For the, like literally the whole stream, pretty much, is going to be doing Journey. Pretty much nothing but Journey. 24/7 of just Journey. No, we're definitely not doing it that long. But you know, probably go for like an hour or two. Probably a little bit closer to 2. I don't feel like we'll hit 20,000, but I definitely want to hit at least almost all the way. Like at least 5,000 we're definitely going to be hitting tomorrow. Depending on how it goes, we might go even further. But minimum, we're hitting like 15, 16,000 or so. Somewhere around there. When's the next Pokemon stream? Next weekend? Trying to think. I'm probably going to be busy Mother's Day. Because assuming my mom's better by then, I will be celebrating that with her. While also trying to make up and celebrating some of her birthdays since she wasn't feeling as well. And still isn't feeling that well. So I'm probably going to be busy most, if not all of Sunday. But yeah, we might do it this Saturday. Let's see why not. We can try to do it on Saturday. Let's see. Let's take that one over. Grab that. Get our explosion. You're a mom and you totally forget the holiday? Maybe your kids will surprise you. Next time they run... Oh, yeah. The next time they run that Invisibeans thing for Fall Guys, I will stream it. I wasn't able to the first time they did. However, I have no clue how. But despite that game mode existing for over a month now, they have never rotated it a single time. Which makes literally 0 sense. But if they ever do, yeah, we'll stream it again. Because that'll be the last stream we'll probably do before next season if we do for that. And then, of course, we'll do a nice big stream for it when it launches next season. I still really enjoy that game. I just have... like, I think I played it in total this year. Like, the last 5 months. I think I played it for, like, 20 or 30 hours. Like, barely any. I still enjoy it, though. They've just been really content dry. Oh yeah, we almost got the triple win last time. That was pretty fun. We would have gotten it too if I didn't have any confidence in my ally. If I had 0 confidence in my ally, we would have won. But he was wearing a good skin, so I was like, oh, he's got this. And then he failed, and it's like, well, rip. But we almost won a flawless streak. It's fun. That stream would have been so much shorter if we did, though, so it was almost a good thing that it didn't happen. Because that would have been a 1-hour stream otherwise. Instead it took 2 hours. Because normally they do only take 1 hour. That one tends to take a little bit longer though, because you have to win so many team ones. Which means you have to depend on other people's capability. Which is very bad. Because unless you're stacking a team, you never know what they're going to be like. Aw, how are you not dead? I'm just going to try for Skull Office Guy. We got it. Got to make those predicts. They sometimes come through. If there was only one single skull, I probably wouldn't have, but we had double chance, so there's where the shot, and we got it. Is this the last floor or second to last? This is the second to last floor we need. We're almost there. Okay, they're still pretty much in one-shot range. Just one nice thing is stats keep going higher, too. It becomes even easier to use this team. Because I know a little while back it was kind of a little bit inconsistent at a certain point. However, it pretty much kills all the way now. Not quite, still. Still needs a little bit more stats for that, but it's definitely more damage than, you know, like a year ago, comparatively. Oh, you have no clue what happened on it? I know what probably happened. He might have been doing, like, the jump dive technique. And if you, like, lag for even, like, a part of a second or miss it, you fall all the way down. I think that's what ended up happening. I'm not sure why he was doing that, though. Because even if he did normal jumping, he would have won. Oh, I don't have the cascade for that. That's unfortunate. We'll just explode everything then. Did achievement unlock when you get to 10k? No, it did not. I didn't think it would. Someone said earlier that it does. I'm not sure if I just need to restart the game or what, but it didn't for me. I assume you have to get 20,000 regardless. Oh no, I can restart the game real quick and see. But I highly doubt we're just randomly going to get the achievement when I do. Because I haven't actually done that yet. I don't have the other thing up. You actually get to see the thing. That's what the animation looks like around the border. Normally I have the other thing that says not connected to the thing. But I actually have it invisible right now. So now you get to see what the actual texture thingy is. That's normally bordering the thing. You never normally get to see that. It's our loading screensaver, I guess. There we go. Yeah, that's what normally makes that little border thing. Anyways. It's actually pink as well. It just has a filter on it to make it not pink. Which is kind of funny. Oh, also, I didn't even realize it. We're actually only one purple off from getting my other objective. I didn't even realize I had to kill 150 today. And we're actually one kill off, so good thing we went for this, because we actually needed to kill one more purple. That's kind of funny. Exactly one more battle. But yeah, we didn't get the achievement. I can go double check. Yeah, we didn't get it. You definitely got to get all 20,000. There it is. There's 100 gems. That's kind of nice. The 100 gem thing, there's a 5% chance per day you'll get it unless they changed it since then. That's about a 5% chance per day. Which means realistically you'll likely get it about once a month. Obviously you can get it more frequent or less frequent than that. But it's about once a month you'll see it. It's different for every person though. So just because I have it doesn't mean everyone will have it. The bottom three are the same, but the top task is actually different. That's left over from when they used to have those objectives there. I don't believe they have those objectives there anymore, so they could technically make them uniform now. Because they had some like newer player objectives there initially. But now I believe they completely scrapped that mechanic. Meaning they could theoretically make it so it's the same for everyone now. But they haven't. Ooh, that's Submerge. Luckily he has dropped Submerge now. The only problem is I have no way to kill him. So him dropping Submerge did not actually help us. Ultimately we just killed him with a skull anyways. Yeah, one more floor. We had those extra 10, 20%. They're getting in our way. Actually, I think it's mostly 10%. Because I think it's undead and something else. Or whatever that something else. Oh, it's actually Golvania and something else. Really? Not undead bonus? That would explain why a lot of them don't have the bonus then. What was the new troop? It must have been one of its typings then. It's Golvania and, what was it? Monster? Beast? I can't remember what the troop was. The Monday troop. Oh, it might have been Knight. It might be Golvania plus Knight. Which means Death Knight probably has 20% this week as well. Oh wait, never mind, but that's not the thing anymore. Never mind, it couldn't be. Wait, what is the bonus then? Hold up. I should forget what the other one even is. It's Golvania and something. It's Golvania and, wait, it is Golvania and Undead. Now I'm even more confused. Wait. Are those not undead? Because they're definitely Golvania. It's a Golvania faction. I guess they're just not undead. That makes sense, I guess. Because they're kind of night elves, aren't they? Never mind. That makes sense. It's just that they're not undead to begin with. I'm just so used to, like, every single thing in a Golvania pretty much being undead. So I kind of forgot there are things in there that aren't undead. Yeah, they're all like dark elf kind of things, or monsters, I see. Hey, where's Rogue's dude talking about the sandwiches? Where has he been? The good old sandwiches. I'll catch you later, Defiant. Thanks for stopping by. Catch you later. If anyone else does anything you want me to go over, do let me know. As soon as we finish out this faction, we're calling it a wrap. And then tomorrow we'll probably go for about the same amount of time and pretty much be doing a World event the entire time. Not World event, I mean Journey event the entire time. And we are going to switch up our team some. Well, I probably will still be using the True Damage team some. We're probably going to try out Skull Spam, see if we can end up making work out of it. And go from there. Oh, he didn't die. That's unfortunate. 10% kept him in. But we will be switching our team up a little bit. Might still be using mostly the True Damage. We'll see. Like, the True Damage has been pretty consistent for us. But Skull Spam does ultimately win quickest. Like, I do feel like there's a point where you're kind of forced to have to go into Skull Spam. I don't feel like we're currently at that point quite yet, with how deep we are. We're definitely reaching somewhat close to that point. Yeah, you talk about sandwiches too. You'll keep the sandwich trilogy alive. Actually, we still have the sandwich pet named after Rogue Stew as well. Which I think Isabel paid for that. Greatly appreciated. Oh, why did I... Wait. I've done that with Leprechaun before too. Where I forget there's no greens left because they just converted away all the greens. Yeah, I still go for the cast as if it'll do anything. And then it does nothing. Whoops. Not the first or last time that will ever happen. It's very rare to happen. Though it's normally from an Empower convert more often than not. Is that all the points we needed? Nope, we still need a few more battles. Because this place is so bad for points that not even going through there is enough. Gotta get a few more in there. Oh gosh, double Kelpie. But then again, every first battle has been double Kelpie. I'm not sure how I just noticed now. Double the amount of Kelpie, which honestly isn't that much of a threat if they already die in one shot. Problem is when they don't. Because those things are really annoying when they don't die in one shot. Like, if you're going for level 500 Pure Faction today, good luck. Like, it's not particularly hard, but it's super annoying to get. Like the Pure Faction itself isn't hard. But getting there is so annoying. Luckily, you could just use the insta-kill team. So I guess it's not too bad. Because then you just completely bypass the merge. You're having honey turkey with cheese? That sounds really good. Alright, there we go. Let's see what we get. Anything shiny? Come on, double blue. Blue purple, double purple. Well, we got a purple, I guess, and a useless green. There we go. Oh, everything has been done now. And then tomorrow we will focus on getting some journey more of the journey done. We still have 39 sigils left, which means we have 43 sigils left. And we're definitely going to use a pretty good chunk of that tomorrow. Probably not all of them. I highly doubt we'll go through all of them. But we're definitely going to burn through a pretty hefty chunk. I do ideally want to have 20,000 miles before Friday. So tomorrow we're going to get a good majority of it. Definitely minimum 15,000. Probably even closer to 16 or 17,000. Then whatever's left we'll probably finish on Thursday. And then Friday we got raids. And I do want to have this done ideally by raids. If we're going to bother for leaderboard, that's still within question. We might not. I'm not 100% certain on that yet, but we'll see where leaderboard is. If it's not going to take us that much grind to go get like a 75 gems in an orb, we might go for it. We'll see. But definitely, obviously, our main goal is at 20,000. Hey, El Loco from our guild's actually in 5th place. Nice. I wonder if he's actually trying to get higher. He definitely could. Look at how close he is to striking into 3rd. Though he might have used all his sigils already. Actually, everyone here might have already used all their sigils. It's just a discrepancy of how many points you're getting based on how many tiers you bought. Because I believe that's how many tiers we bought as well. But the amount of points we'll have is heavily dependent on how good you actually do during the fights. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by as always. Just finish it tonight? No, we're not going to finish it tonight. You kidding? It's going to take like 5 hours if we try finishing it tonight. Maybe even longer than 5 hours. Like, I think we did 3-ish hours, 2.5, like, so far. But we're talking, like, 4 or 5 more hours to finish. It'll be, like, past reset time. But then again, resets in, like, 5 hours. Technically, it is possible to finish it before reset time. However, we'd have to be up to, like, 3 a.m., and I'd prefer not to do that. We'll just spread it across Wednesday and Thursday stream. Anyways, I'm going to be heading out for now, guys. As I mentioned, we'll be back tomorrow, same time as always, about 2 hours prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we do every night. We'll be doing almost entirely the journey event. Probably messing around with the teams because we're probably going to need to switch in skull spam very soon, if not immediately. And we'll go from there. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Enjoy your week. Best of luck out there. Stay safe. And catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching as always. Greatly appreciated.